about our giveaway. Look, the title is correct. Okay. This will probably never happen again. And I want to give you guys the opportunity to be able to enter to win this and explain to you any details. And you guys go ahead and ask any questions that you may have. The reason why I say it will never happen this way again is because this month I'm giving you guys all the money. So you get everything. Whatever Patreon makes, you guys have to spend. So, I mean, a lot of you, I'm sure, will stick around, but there's going to be some of you that don't. So there's a chance that this could be really big for you guys. So I want to take a minute to talk to you and explain how this shopping spree is done, because I don't think a lot of people truly understand it, and they're looking at it like, what is this shopping spree? Like, what is this? So I want to explain it to you, break it down. Basically, the shopping spree is based off of how many Patreon members we have. So each member has a tier you can pick, 20 to 40 to $100. That's completely up to you. If you pick the $20 tier, you get one entry in for any of the giveaways. If you pick the 40, then you get two, and then $100, that allows you to get it five. Now, how it will work this month is whatever we have at the end of the month on the 31st, when we pick our winner, that's what you're going to have to spend. So it could be right now, I think we're at like 530. So $530, which isn't bad. That's not a bad shopping spree at all. I would really like to see you guys get up to around about $1,000. That way you can really buy some stuff maybe that you had been wanting, like a camshaft, some valve springs. Who knows? One thing I do want to remind you guys of is Anderson Ford Motorsport sells more than what you see online. They sell a ton of stuff. So if you got something in mind, pick up the phone, call Donnie B, and there's a good chance that he can get whatever it is that you want. Now, how it'll work is you'll either call Donnie B up, you'll tell him what you want, he'll give you a total. I'll call in, I'll pay for it for you. Or either you order it online and I cover it for you there. Either way, I'm going to cover it for you guys. So, are there any questions on how it works? Anything that you guys would like to see maybe next month? So there again, now our giveaways are going to be dependent on how much money we have in Patreon to work with. Obviously, when we want to leave some for the channel so that we can, have things and we don't have to wait on parts. But obviously, having money in the account is going to allow us to really give you guys some cool stuff. And I don't know what that might be. It might be tools 1 month. It might be a shopping spree. I would love to do something big, but we'll see. That's not what this channel is about. But look, I've been completely transparent with this. The YouTube algorithm is just horrible these days. It's bad for everybody. So we got to find other ways to generate a little bit of cash for the channel. Sorry guys, today I don't know. I'm kind of out of it, man. I felt like crap last night. I guess I was out in the cold too much, and woke up this morning with a massive headache, hence the sunglasses and everything else. But I did want to take some time to get in here and talk to you. Let's see if we can get into the chat. Oh, no, that is not what I wanted to do. For some reason, I can't see it today. So it's kind of coming and going. So anyway, with that being said, I just want to leave you with this. All right. Here's how you do this. I'm going to need to go ahead and send you that credit. Yeah. House, you about to have some company, aren't you? Oh, yeah. Big sis is coming, ain't she? Anyway, just to recap on this. So if you just tuned in, how this will work. You go over to Patreon, you sign up. I don't expect everybody to stay around forever. That's fine. I wish you would, obviously. But Handling Motorsports in the house. I would like for you guys to hang around, sure. But I understand, money's tight. But right now, this month is your month. This is your chance to win a shopping spree. Imagine picking up the phone, and I hope you guys can get to $1,000. I really do. I mean, how cool would it be to call up Donnie B and be like, hey, man, I need a camshaft. Give me some valve springs, maybe something else. Maybe you throw in a little cash with it as well. I mean, that's awesome, right? And that's what this is about. So I wanted to show good faith, and this first month, you guys get all the money. So I thought that was a good thing to do, the right thing to do. Now, as far as the channel goes, we're not doing shopping sprees and giveaways all the time. Once a month, I would like to try to give back to you guys something for sure. And some months it'll be big, some months it won't be. But that's just the landscape of this now. That's kind of where you are. Basically, you have to join. If you can't beat them, join them type thing. So we're going to do a little bit of it, and I think it's fun. Something else, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I think I did in the last video. I want to find a family. If we can get up enough money on this channel and Patreon, find a family like at the beginning of December and give them some cash, like literally send them money, right, to help out, because I know how tight it can get around Christmas time, especially when you got kids and stuff. Or, maybe it's just a car project. We'll see. We'll see. But, somebody has a chance to win that money. I think that's pretty cool. So, with that being said, there's a couple of things that I want to touch on. One is the 65. So we got the 65 back there. I'm up here in the garage, by the way. If you guys look, when's the last time we've been up here? It's been a long time. But we're up here right now trying to get the garage back straightened up and start spending a little bit of time up here. 65's back there in the shop. And basically where we are right now is just waiting on some custom pistons. So we got all of our stuff in, and we ended up with flat tops, and that's just not really where we want to go with this. So we're sending everything back, or sending the pistons back to DSS, and then they're gonna hook us up with some nice beefy dome pistons. So I will tell you guys, we're looking at, as of right now, the way it stands, 11.3-to-1 compression in the 65. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. Upgraded camshafts. I had talked about doing the limited travel lifters. I don't think we're going to do that right now. That's just, it's a lot of money, and that'll give us something to do later if we want to upgrade. But this car is already going to be an animal. The 65 ran with a tuned Coyote rowing through the gear, so I thought that was pretty good the way it was. Wesley says, waiting to build a shop like mine. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. She's gonna pop. It's gonna sound good. Remember, we got the TKX transmission in there. We got a badass. Actually, we're going back to the Vengeance clutch. We're gonna put it back in with the twin disc. This thing's gonna be rowdy. And imagine just a 150 shot. Just a 150 shot on the 65 is going to be hell. It's gonna be hell, y'all. This thing with that compression, probably not a 150. We'll probably go 100 shot. Some race gas. But the whole goal for the 65 is to keep it streetable with pump gas. And 11.25-to-1, 11.5-to-1, whatever, is going to be just fine for pump gas. I wouldn't want to go out there. Somebody says 200 shot. I wouldn't want to go out there and just beat the hell out of it every single day on 93. Now, you could keep the timing kind of low, and it'll probably be fine. But my goal for this thing is to kind of be on the ragged edge with 93 and then put race gas in it and spray it. So, anything else that we want to mention? Trying to think. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, the new series. So we're going to start this new series. I did it in the last video where we were talking about like first mods and things like that. Now, for you veterans, you already know a lot of this stuff, right? But we have to reach the people who are just now coming into the Fox Body world, and we need to be able to talk to them, help them out some. So that's more or less what this is geared for. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of useful knowledge shared coming up, and a lot of tricks of the trade, things that I've been doing and things that I've heard you guys do throughout the years. And we're going to share that with everybody. You like the new series? Awesome. Thank you. Hanlon doesn't only build badass transmissions. You say they're comedians as well? They are. They're actually very funny. Women are funny like that sometimes. But this new series is going to be awesome because we're going to be able to dive into suspension stuff, little tricks of the trade that maybe you haven't thought about. Also, it's going to go against the grain. I'm going to rub some people the wrong way, and I'm at a point in my life where I just don't give a shit anymore about it. I'm going to tell you what works for me. I'm not saying that is the only way, but I'm going to put it out there for you guys and prove to you that a lot of this stuff will work. A lot of the naysayers, oh yeah, they're going to be all up in the comments. He says all in good fun. Yeah. They're going to be all up in the comment section. But, I mentioned about the subframe connectors. Guys, it's not needed. It's just not. Is it a bad thing? No. So that's really hard to explain to people. And the reason why I say that is because it's not a bad modification by any means. Do it. If you want subframe connectors, absolutely put them on the car. I think a lot of times what happens is with people who are just starting out, they read comments like this and they think, I have to do that. That's the responsible thing to do, is to put these on there. And it's not. It's really not. Now, if you're out drag racing your car, Sure, put some subframes on it. It doesn't hurt to do it, but I'm so sick of people saying you have to do these certain things to make your car safe and reliable. Like upgrade to 5 lugs for better brakes. Come, give me a break. Give me a break, guys. I'm sorry, I don't buy into it. Put you some good Hawk brake pads on it and some decent rotors. Just get yours turned. Bleed the brakes out good, and these damn cars will stop. It's like, well, I guess they didn't stop for the past 50 years. You know, I mean, I know some of them barely stopped, but, and I get it. A lot of people are going to argue about, well, more horsepower, the car's going to be faster, you need to stop better. But most people don't need to upgrade brakes. Look, the Calypso back here, it ran a 7.0, which can go, absolutely, it can go faster than that. But we're on Hawk pads and budget slotted and cross drilled rotors on 4 lugs. So, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah. Support my waffle. Yeah, this is not a waffle that we're doing. I'm trying to give you guys something. So, um, yeah, I don't know if you're joking or not, but this is the type of stuff that that I hear all the time. It's like, another waffle, another giveaway. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's fine. So, yeah, somebody's been timed out. 04 snake or whatever. I get, just like you guys, I get tired of reading stuff like that and stuff. And it's hard. I sit back whenever I'm done with the video, we're done with the live stream, and I think, damn, am I doing the right thing? Do I need to back off here or back off there, or do this or do that? And then this little voice in the back of my head's like, nah, man, just keep doing you. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do us. Also, things change, right? I say, we're never going to do this, and then we do it. We build a car, then we change it, and we go back into the direction that we were originally going in. The point is, we all make changes. We all get tired of things. We reach our tolerance level with certain things, and then sometimes you need to backtrack, or sometimes you just need to reevaluate. And I think, as far as like with the cars, that's what we've done with the Retro Fox. We dove into this thing and we made it look good, and we made it drive pretty good, gave it some power, but it was lacking in some other things. Now, a lot of this just evolved over time with the Retro Fox, meaning certain things started to wear out in the interior, get brittle, breaking. So the interior really took a beating over the years. It wasn't that bad when I first did it. But now we're going back and we're trying to do all those little things, which is perfectly fine, right? There again, you can go backwards and then you get back to that crossroads again and then take a different route. So we're going to go back the way that we started with it, and we're going to clean this thing up. So the journey when it comes to your car is completely up to you, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Now, you may regret some of your decisions, but that doesn't mean that it's wrong. What was that comment? I wish the comments would stay up. They're not staying up for me. They're just flashing up and going away, and I can't seem to get them to stay. So I do apologize, guys, on that. So you may have to post a comment again. I'll try to catch it when it pops up. But as far as the shopping spree, the giveaway, that is going to end on January 31st. So you guys go there and sign up. You know what? Hey, look, just to prove to everybody that it's not all about money and it's not all about that, then unsubscribe. Okay? Go over there, pay your membership for the month, and then get the hell out. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. I'm not telling you guys you have to stay. So there should be your proof right there. Now, at some point, it'll start to pay off for the channel. That's what I would like to see happen. And that's being real with you guys. The first month, fine. If it's not worth it for you, then get out and stay out. But if you'd like to hang around, then by all means, hang around and help support the channel. What you'll see with having a Patreon and having hopefully some extra money coming in like that is quicker builds. So there again, like I mentioned before with the 65, so we don't have to wait, like 3 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. Sometimes for parts, we can go ahead and get those parts. That doesn't mean we're going to start buying Bugattis and we're going to have GT500s on the channel. It doesn't mean that, but it means that it'll absolutely free up a little bit of extra cash for us, because it's been rough. Last year and the year before was, man, I'm telling you guys, it's been hard. There's been some thoughts in my head like, is this worth it? Can we continue to do it? Because a lot of money came out of pocket last year to be able to keep the channel up and running, even with selling the car, because we made some big purchases, which probably didn't need to, but when we bought, we got the 21, We upgraded some stuff, and man, flies by. You ever played Sim City? It's kind of like that, right? You can build up your money, and then all of a sudden you make a couple of bad decisions on the game, and you're like, damn, you know. So that's just life, and that's how it goes. But we're good. But that's kind of how everything will work. If you guys are wondering, yes, I'm still working a full time job. That's the other thing. um, I don't work any overtime if I can help it. I always turn it down, and the reason being is because I like to keep this thing going. I want to help people and talk and grow the channel. And whenever I'm working overtime, I can't really do that, right? They're going to make a comeback recently. I can't read that one. But anyway, yeah, the working a full time job is tough. It is, and then having kids, and then yeah, look, man, I got a shop to run out there. I got a house to cook and clean and help with the kids and do stuff, and it's tough sometimes for sure. But look, we're gonna be fine. The channel's still going strong. I'm trying to figure out a different way to improve it and help you guys out as well and make it more enjoyable. I give you guys, I tell you what, and I'm gonna stop talking about it, but just because I know people don't understand and I suck at explaining things, I'll tell you guys something. 3 years ago, we made more money a year than what we make now. So the year before and the year before that, we made more money before that on the channel. And that's just the way it is. Okay. Which doesn't look, the money is just for the channel. That's it. So it doesn't go into the household. But if you guys are wondering why the builds kind of like slow down and why are this and that was, that's why. So we're good, but we're just going to kind of continue to do some small upgrades. I'll tell you something else too. I really don't want to be building cars constantly. We've talked about it before, but that is just not something that we wanted to continue to do. Let's see, you can bring Cody Swap. No, we're not bringing a damn Cody Swap to the channel. Handling, he's tripping today. But I want to get away from building a car every year. I think last year we built like 2 or 3, I think it was in total. Because we did Pop's truck, we did Berger's car. Maybe it was like 2. But then we had like the 65 involved and all that right before. So it was a big couple of years for us. And it's a lot of work, y'all. It's aged me. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God. Or I look back at an old video when I first started. I'm like, damn, look at that dude. Like, you look 20 years younger, and it was just 8 years ago, So it's been rough. So this video basically was just to explain to you guys how this shopping spree is going to work. By all means, don't go enter to make me feel good or what to help me out. This is not the month to help me out. This month is all yours, okay? So go there if you want to have a chance to win. If money's tight, enter for the one month and then get the hell out. Go. I don't want you getting in trouble at the house. I want your bills to be paid as well, so you don't have to stick around, all right? I just got a comment up here. Somebody was asking, is it N21 or B21 in my last video? And I kept saying N21, knowing better it was the B21. Now, I'm sure the N21 is a great camshaft, but that B21 was one of the only camshafts that we put in a car that I could truly feel a difference in. I could feel it immediately. We got Foxcast Media in the house. He says, who dat? Yeah, we're here today, man. Just doing a little bit of talking. But the B21 would be my choice when it comes to camshafts. But also know that push rod length can change, and there's a couple other things. If you guys are interested in any of the Anderson cams, just call up Donnie B. But look, here's the thing. Donnie B is a wealth of knowledge, but I say call him up all the time. Call him up if you're serious about buying something. Obviously, he has to talk to a lot of people, and I know that can probably get very aggravating when people just want advice. So I asked what the difference was between, oh, Brian, you did? Yeah, so I'm not sure what the difference is. It's probably going to be LSA is going to be the difference. B21 versus the 274 cam, the 274 HR. I like the HR cam. I had it. I think I don't even know what I did with it. I think Joe Nate might have got it. The comp cams XE274 HR. I don't know. Look, y'all buy whatever cam you want to buy. I'm an Anderson guy from here on out. I'm not saying I won't ever run a custom cam or another brand, but right now I love my Anderson cams. So pretty much whatever. We're actually going to the Anderson N111 camshaft in the 65 this time, and I'm excited for it. They just perform good. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's old technology," yeah, but it works. It's technology that works, and that's just proven. Okay, I'm a believer in this. You know, a lot of people say go get a custom ground camshaft. Sure, do it. It doesn't hurt to do that. You're always probably going to be better by doing it, or at least safe. But at the same time, you don't need that. Like, y'all act like y'all got a dyno in your ass, and you can see every horsepower that's being made. And a lot of times you can't. You could put a B303 in a car and then go get a custom ground camshaft, and in the right situation, maybe not even feel it in the seat of the pants. Maybe not. And that's a drastic. That's like one of the smallest cams you can buy to a custom ground cam. Like, yes, sure, there are situations, but for most people running around with a stock bottom end, you're limited on cam anyway. You think that these companies that build these camshafts for these cars didn't take that into account, that you only have so much piston to valve clearance, especially once you move into a bigger head like a 202 valve. An inline head is even worse because you really don't have any room there. You think they didn't take that into account? They're giving you about what they can give you safely. Another good cam, though, that I've forgotten to mention in the video was the TFS Stage 1 camshaft. Is a really good cam. Just know they don't really hit that hard. Some do, some don't. Like a B cam, I've not heard a B cam that doesn't sound pretty damn good. But the Stage 1 cam sounds really good in some cars, and others, it's very temperamental, meaning you got to dial it in just right. Bama 5.0 in the house, like your base auto reset and things like that, will make a difference in how your cam sounds. Also, your exhaust. Make sure you got free flowing exhaust and things like that, because these small cams need to breathe. That chop is not as prominent as a bigger camshaft, but it's there. And if you open up those pipes, that chop can just kind of come through and it sounds really good. But if you restrict it, yeah, it doesn't sound the best. High compression big cam, it's going to find a way to sound good regardless. You can choke it down all you want to, and it's going to be hitting. So, show you guys around. Check this out. Look at where we're at. We are back in the garage. Guys, we spent a lot of time. Now, it's junky in here, but we did start to clean some stuff out. We spent a lot of time up here, didn't we, back in the day? This car got built in this two-car garage right here. That's where it got built. Got 21 sitting back there. How you guys like the new wheels, the new setup? I like it. I think it's tough. Looks good to me. It's not exactly what I thought it was going to be, but it's good. Dude, our garage was so bad. My wife got out here yesterday and did this, by the way. It wasn't even me. I was too lazy to do it, but she got out. Yeah, just to mess it up again in the next build. Exactly. That's what happens. House that looks good. Do you have any tips on working in the garage? I mean, working in the garage is just like a shop, man. It really is. Obviously, you're probably not going to have a lift, but that's not everything. Just, no, man, really no tips. Just get after it, man. You could work in a gravel driveway and figure out how to do it if you really want to. You know, you got to be a little more organized when you work in a garage because you don't have as much room. But hell, this garage isn't much smaller than my shop. I mean, in reality, I mean, maybe half the size total. Yeah, I wasn't sure on the front runners as well. So those are 28-inch tall tires, those front runners right there. And I wasn't sure about it either, but they really look good. That is a good looking setup. I'll get you guys over here where you can see the cars instead of looking at me or just me. I really like those. So I'm trying to read the comments, guys. The issue today is the comments aren't staying up, so I don't have a scroll, if you will, of comments. So yeah, I'm just trying to catch them as they come in. I live in Alaska, work in a garage. Yeah, I mean, you can build anything that you desire if you just take the time and get after it, right? That car took us a lot longer to build, probably in here, than it would in a shop, obviously without a lift, but we did it. It was a lot of hard work, but hell, I mean, that wasn't the only one that I built like that. I literally got the shop and didn't even know how to use the lift. was scared of the lift because I'm like, damn, I get this heavy transmission up here above me, and what if this damn thing falls, or this rear end? It's like I was freaked out with the lift for a while, and finally I came around to it, and really, in it was good timing because I'm starting to get older, and this shit's starting to hurt. The old garage, yeah, that's when I first saw the channel. Everybody's asking what your thoughts are on an SN95 build in the future for the channel. Thank you for that, because everything's scrolling real fast. I would be all for it. But you guys ain't gonna like this. You're not gonna like it. I want a convertible SN95 with a styling bar, lowered on 18-inch wheels. Engine, I don't really care. So that's it. That would be it. It doesn't have to be a convertible, but I really would like to have another one. I would absolutely love to have a white SN95 with black interior and a style bar. I love it with a black top. Yes, with a Celine body kit. Hell yeah, I'm 100% for that. I actually had a Celine kit for my 95 years ago, and I wasn't ready for that to tackle that. So yeah, I appreciate you, man. So I ended up selling the body kit, but I did the white wheels, I did the white Celine wheels, and everything else. I started watching right before you decided to build the Calypso. Ford Matt, man, he's an OG. He's been with us forever. I appreciate you, brother. I see where you guys just signed up, so thank you. So let's see, anything else? I wish I could see the damn. There they are. All right. We're good. I can kind of see now. So yeah. So basically, everybody's like, yeah, cool. So I mean, what are your thoughts on the convertible? I know most people aren't going to like it, but I love an SN convertible car. Put a new top on it, let that thing ride, man. All right, well, I'm not going to hold you guys up. I know everybody's probably busy, got stuff going on. I got to get out here and shoot part 2 of our new video series. Guys, if you don't mind, help me out. If anybody, I ask a lot of y'all, I really do. But if you see somebody like in the comment section that doesn't understand, like maybe how this whole series is working and like my mentality, because I forget a lot of things whenever I'm making these videos. Kind of help me out, help explain to these people. Y'all know me if you've been around the channel for a while. I mean no harm, but sometimes I can be a little brash on stuff, and I don't always mean to be. But I also need to get my point across, and I hate seeing people spend money and waste money on certain things. So grasp that mindset, kind of take it in, let it be part of you, and help me out. And when you're talking to somebody else out there in the real world, try to think of it that way. It's your build, you do whatever, but give them your opinion. Give them some of the common pitfalls. Warn them about them before they go there. If you come across as brash or a little harsh, sometimes you just got to get people to listen. But go against the grain a little bit. It doesn't hurt to do that, because listen, before you go, just imagine you're 17, 18 years old. You got you a Mustang. You don't know anything about them, but you're super passionate. And you get online and you ask them questions, or you're looking around and you're getting blasted left and right about things you need to do. And you're just like, hold on now. Like, I don't have the money for all that. I don't have the money to go out and buy a big brake kit and buy subframe connectors. And you're telling me I need, all of this upgrade, like upper and lower control arms. And like, I just want to drive the car. But that's the type shit that this community sometimes can do to people. And it's extremely important. If we want this community to not only survive, but thrive, then it's going to take people standing up to the bullies, to the elitists, and saying, look, they're not wrong per se, but there's other way to do it. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to keep in our head. So everybody listening right now, keep that mindset. And I think we can help a lot of people out and not deter them from, being a Fox Body fan or a car. I don't give a shit. It can be a Camaro. It can be a Honda. I really don't care. I really don't. It's better than sitting in the house playing video games. And I mean, we're all gonna have jokes about that. No, it's not. It is. It is. Just get out there and turn wrenches on whatever the hell. Look, I would have a Camaro on the channel, but I don't know shit about them, and I can't help anybody there. And I don't feel like learning that whole thing. Although I've had Camaros in the past, I still didn't. I don't know them like Fox Bodies. I'd love to have an old Trans Am GTA again. I miss mine. Or not rock. Anyway, do a third gen. Yeah, yeah. Your sister had a third gen. We had a blast on that car. Yeah, we did. Anyway, look, I could talk all day. I could just ramble, and you guys don't want to hear me. So I hope all this made sense. Guys, enjoy your day. Stay tuned because there will be another video coming out Thursday, an update on the new series. Catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.